Anxiety, it's something almost all of us experience. The racing thoughts, the tightness in your chest, the feeling that you're losing control. It can be overwhelming, even paralyzing. But what if I told you there's an ancient philosophy that can help you face your anxiety with clarity and strength? Welcome to Stoic Seek. Today, we'll explore how the timeless wisdom of Stoicism can help us overcome anxiety and regain peace of mind. You'll learn practical techniques inspired by Stoic thinkers like Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus. And by the end of this video, you'll have tools to navigate anxiety in a whole new way. Let's dive in. Before we get into Stoicism, let's talk about anxiety. At its core, anxiety is fear of the unknown. It's worrying about what might happen or what's outside our control. This feeling isn't new. Even thousands of years ago, the Stoics faced uncertainty and fear, just like we do. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, dealt with constant anxiety wars, political betrayals, personal loss. Yet despite his challenges, he found peace by applying Stoic principles, and so can we. Stoicism offers a unique perspective on anxiety. It doesn't tell us to suppress it or ignore it. Instead, it teaches us to examine our fears and respond to them rationally. The Stoics believe that anxiety comes from two main sources. 1. Focusing on things outside our control. 2. Misinterpreting events as worse than they truly are. By addressing these two sources, we can start to free ourselves from anxiety's grip. 1. The dichotomy of control. One of the most powerful Stoic tools is the dichotomy of control. Epictetus said, "Some things are up to us, and some things are not." Think about it. Anxiety often stems from worrying about things outside your control, like the future, other people's opinions, or even the weather. Instead, focus on what you can control. 1. Your thoughts. 2. Your actions. 3. Your attitude. The next time you feel anxious, try this exercise. 1. Write down everything you're worried about. 2. Divide the list into two categories: things you can control and things you can't. 3. Let go of what's not in your control and focus your energy on what is. This simple practice can bring immediate clarity and reduce your anxiety. Principle 2. Negative visualization. The Stoics had a practice called premeditatio malorum, or the premeditation of evils. It might sound strange, but it's incredibly powerful. Instead of avoiding your fears, the Stoics encouraged us to confront them head-on. Imagine the worst-case scenario, not to dwell on it, but to prepare yourself. For example, if you're anxious about a big presentation, take a moment to visualize what could go wrong. Maybe you'll stumble over your words, or the audience won't respond well. Then ask yourself, even if this happens, will I survive? Can I handle it? When you mentally prepare for challenges, they lose their power to paralyze you. And often, you'll find the reality isn't nearly as bad as your fears. Principle 3. Living in the present moment. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Confine yourself to the present." This principle is a cornerstone of Stoicism and a powerful antidote to anxiety. Why? Because anxiety pulls us into the future, worrying about things that haven't even happened yet. But the present moment is where life actually happens. Here's a practical exercise. When you feel anxious, pause and take a deep breath. Bring your attention to what's happening right now, your surroundings, your breath, the sensations in your body. Remind yourself, the future is not here yet. All I have is this moment. By anchoring yourself in the present, you can break free from the spiral of anxious thoughts. Principle 4. Amor fati. Loving your fate. Anxiety often comes from resisting what we cannot change. But the Stoics taught us to embrace life as it is, not as we wish it to be. This principle is called amor fati, or love your fate. It's the idea of accepting everything that happens, good or bad, as part of your journey. For example, if you're stuck in traffic and feel anxious about being late, ask yourself, How can I use this moment to grow? Maybe it's an opportunity to practice patience or listen to a podcast. When you stop fighting reality and start embracing it, anxiety loses its hold on you. Principle 5. Journaling for clarity. Seneca, one of the greatest Stoic philosophers, often wrote about the power of reflection. Journaling is a Stoic practice that helps you clarify your thoughts and reduce anxiety. Try this simple exercise. At the end of each day, write down your worries and fears. Ask yourself, are these things within my control? If not, why am I holding on to them? Reflect on how you can respond to challenges more calmly tomorrow. Journaling isn't just a way to release anxious thoughts, it's a tool for building resilience and perspective. Principle 6. Practicing gratitude. Anxiety often focuses on what's missing or what could go wrong. Gratitude shifts your focus to what you already have. The Stoics were big believers in gratitude. Marcus Aurelius constantly reminded himself to appreciate life's small blessings, even during hard times. Every morning or evening, take a moment to list 3 things you're grateful for. They don't have to be big. Maybe it's a kind word from a friend, a good meal, or even just the fact that you made it through the day. Gratitude rewires your brain to focus on abundance instead of lack, reducing anxiety in the process. You might wonder, how does Stoicism compare to modern approaches to anxiety, like mindfulness or therapy? The beauty of Stoicism is that it complements these methods. While mindfulness focuses on staying present, Stoicism adds the layer of rationality, helping you separate what you can control from what you can't. And unlike some modern self-help advice that avoids negative emotions, Stoicism encourages you to confront and understand them. It's a balanced, practical approach that fits seamlessly into your daily life. Anxiety doesn't have to control you. By applying Stoic principles like focusing on what you can control, embracing discomfort, living in the present, and practicing gratitude, you can transform your relationship with anxiety. Remember, you're stronger than you think. As Marcus Aurelius said, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. If you found this video helpful, share it with someone who might benefit. And don't forget to subscribe to Stoic Seek YouTube channel for more practical wisdom to help you live a calm, resilient, and purposeful life. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.